She said, I can't answer, but my husband, but he was a little pushy. And then she said, I'm going next door. He goes next door and he comes back and says, I see you looking in the peephole. Who heard him say, no, you Jews, you dirty Jews, or something like that. Made some racist comment.
My wife called me twice. I missed her calls, and then about 10 minutes later, she called me frantic. She said somebody was knocking on the door, being very intimidating and insisting that she open the door. So she asked who he was. He said he was from the management company. She looked through the hole and she noticed he doesn't look like he's from the management company or anything like that. And she told him she can't open the door, and he was insistent that she open the door. Then he told her, okay, I'm going to try the neighbor. As he was trying the neighbor, he stood by the door and she saw him through the peephole. And he's like, I see you looking at me, I see you looking at me, oh, you're still by the door, I see you. And thank God my wife didn't open the door, because it could have ended, God forbid, like this man. What concerns me most is actually that these energy companies don't do a background check on their employees, don't check their credentials. Apparently, I understood from the detective that this man has a record in the past, and also the fact that he was 17 years old kind of scares me. You know, they don't look into who they're hiring, and especially intimidating people. I mean, it's very dangerous from a tenant's aspect. You never open the door for anyone, no matter who they say they are.
I was sitting down ready to have dinner around 8:30. Just got back from work, and I heard a knocking on my door, and I also heard some arguing. I opened the door up, and I saw one of the tenants living in the building that I'm friendly with, and I also saw some young guy with a button shirt and a backpack arguing with the tenant, telling him he could do whatever he wants. And then all of a sudden the boy pulled out some kind of weapon. I think it was a knife, I never saw it, and he jabbed me in the rib cage on the side of my ribs, and then took off running. When he took off running, I was a little happy, but then I felt something hurting. I looked down and I saw blood dripping, and I right away rushed and put some paper towels to hold it, and I screamed, "Call Hatzalah," because there were many people hearing the yelling, and Hatzalah ambulance was called on.
And the police, how long did it take for them to arrive?
The police didn't, about 10 minutes to come. The ambulance took about 15 minutes to come.
And did they catch the perp?
They asked me what the perp looked like. I told them about 5'7", looked around 17, 18 years old, backpack, button shirt, and it took the police about 10 minutes to get here, and they actually caught him. I live on L&M and Ocean Parkway. They caught him on Avenue K and Ocean Parkway. I was surprised they caught him. I didn't think they would catch him, but they caught him.
So how's your wound? Is it serious? Like, what's the story? My
wound was it was a deep blade, but very small. It wasn't wide. It didn't go in wide. It went in thin, deep. I was about very small, almost reaching my lungs, very close to my lungs.
So you seem like very lucky that the guy did not kill you.
I was very afraid that he reached my lungs. That's what I panicked. But once they did all the testing, I was very happy.
How did the police tell you anything about the perp?
They told me he was knocking on doors on Ocean Parkway and Avenue S. There's a building there. He's been there all morning. I'm in a lot of pain. The wound at first it started dripping. I started feeling pain. I applied pressure. But the panicking, I didn't feel it, but once I got to the hospital, it was hurting a lot. They had to put painkillers all over my back. They gave me some medicine to calm down. I was in panic mode for at least an hour, hour and a half. Then it did constantly bleed. It didn't stop bleeding, but they applied pressure. We had somebody holding it, and we took the pain. The pain is it's right now, it's hurting me. I'm on painkillers. I'm not happy about the painkillers. It's hurting me, and I know I'm going to do a little suffering today, but I'll deal with it, and I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy that everything's going to be okay. My family's happy. Everybody's lucky they didn't answer the door, and nobody should answer the door, no matter who it looks like, a woman, a man, young. It's very dangerous.